Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. And a special thank you to all of the Alipers out there who have continued to recommend great music by Alip. And I recently had done a reaction to a song called Pagebluk. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. What I found out afterwards, beautiful, beautiful piece of music. And what I found out afterwards is it means, it translates to like plague or outbreak or pandemic. It was written by Alip during the COVID outbreak, just kind of as something that was representing all of the pain the world was feeling at the time. And so that was about 3 years ago, I think, that the video was released. And not long after, this, I think, classical guitar player, Andrea Pastilli, released a video where he's just playing over the top of Pagebluk. And that seemed to actually be something that was very well received. And so last year he did a live concert, and he does this performance of him playing over the top of Pagebluk in the background. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. I don't know if this woman on the screen here is actually going to be singing or is involved, or if she was just kind of, on the stage as part of the performance for something else. So either way, let's jump in and see what we get. I'm excited about this. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely beautiful.
E con questo siamo arrivati a questo grande successo. Saluto quando vedranno
so Alipers on there.
Gli Alipers,
shouting out to the Alipers.
Li saluto tanto, e mi faceva piacere perché questo pezzo è diventato importante anche nel mio repertorio, diciamo.
Certamente.
Così.
E noi adesso lo ascoltiamo.
Grazie. Pagebluk, Alip.
Pagebluk, so it's close, maybe. Assuming he's getting it right. So this is kind of trippy. It looks like what he's playing on the screen behind him is the video of him and Alip, or him kind of playing over top of Alip's version of it. And I don't know if the audio that's being played in the background is both of those and he's doing a third layer on top of this, or if they were playing the audio from just Alip's part and he's kind of reproducing what he did on that part. But at the moment, it all sounds like they're playing the same thing. So I'm not exactly sure if it matters, but now I am wondering if he plays the whole thing along with Alip and is, matches him the whole time, or if he kind of starts doing his own thing at some point. So he's not playing exactly the same thing. It almost sounds like he's playing a subset of what Alip was playing. You see Alip when he's playing, and I mentioned this in the last video, he does a lot of those harmonics with his right hand where he kind of reaches and, lays his finger across the string and plucks with the same hand. And I'm not seeing Andrea Pastilli do it. It sounds like he's more focused just on playing the melody. beautiful. So now I think here's where he's starting to do some. He's not ever really been exactly matching. He's been almost more augmenting, you know, playing, you know, with Alip is playing high, you know, up high on the neck. He's been playing down low on the neck to kind of give it a more full sound, doubling up the melody parts, even where Alip is playing the harmonics, he's playing them as regular notes. That kind of strengthens them, you know, just as a pure melody, things like that. But this sounds where he's going to start going off and doing some more of his own, like, unrelated fills and things. I'm going to back up a little bit. But I remember Alip, it also was doing some kind of blues fills and things as well when he did this one. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out on who's doing what, because the blending of the sounds is absolutely perfect. So it's not always even necessarily easy for me to tell which guitar is actually playing which part. Wait a minute. Is that I did not even notice at some point, and this could have been a long time ago in the video. Yeah, it looks like it was. There's these other shots of him playing other parts that were maybe layered on here as well. So he's playing, and I know you can't see my mouse, but I'm seeing, you know, he's playing the accordion, it looks like. Well, it doesn't look like an accordion. I forget what the name of this instrument is. That's kind of a handheld keyboard like that, but it doesn't have the full, you know, bag and all that. It looks like he's bowing above his left shoulder there, the acoustic guitar, which I don't know that I've seen anybody bow an acoustic guitar like that before. So I don't know if that's actually parts that were played that he did on top of that version that was more the studio version of this. I'll have to listen to see if I'm actually hearing those other parts as well. Yeah. You know, when you hear, I've always thought that very proper use of harmonics in just the right ways are almost unfair, the way they can play with your emotions. And you just can't do anything about it. And the way that this one kind of melody ends with these harmonics is one of those situations where, at least for me, I just can't help but feel something. Yeah. I wonder if this guy's a flamenco player. I'm watching the way he's playing here, and he's got his thumb kind of, not sure if it's on top of the sixth string there or something, but I've seen flamenco players tend to put, when they're doing melodic things and playing a little faster, they tend to have their thumb down on the guitar, and they're going back and forth quickly with their index and other fingers. I don't know if it's typically just the index and the middle finger, or if the ring finger's in there as well, but he kind of looks like a flamenco player right there.
Pagebluk, Alip. Grazie. Musica da tutto il mondo. Come la pandemia può unire anche dei popoli, l'Italia con l'Indonesia in questo caso. Grazie.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And I can totally see why somebody would want to write more music on top of that as a base, because it's just really, really beautiful. And it's not like overpowering with its melody. There's a lot more kind of ambient music to it. There is a lot of melody going on, but it's not like a hummable melody that you would, necessarily be walking around singing all day long, like a catchy tune kind of thing. It's the kind of thing you can do extra stuff with and accent it and reinforce it and do all kinds of other fun things with it. And really kind of, as I've always said, Alip is a master at playing other people's music and changing it just enough to make it his own, but still being respectful to the original. And I think this is the first time I've seen the opposite happen, where somebody else was doing that to his music. It's one of his original pieces, and Andrea Pastilli, kind of threw in his own little bits and restructured some things and changed it a little bit. But at the same time, I still felt it was very true to the original piece. So kudos to Andrea Pastilli for doing a great job. And I think it's awesome that Alip has now had somebody who's doing to his music what he's been doing to other people's music. And I mean that in a fully positive, respectful way. So I'll have a link to the original in the comments. I appreciate everybody watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks.